players. So, you guys ready? Yeah. Coach, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I'd say don't look at the stat line, but look at the end result. Amazing job, especially our defense. Amazing job of just hanging tough. Offense got the points early. It was just a matter of hanging out for dear life at the end because that's a hell of a football team.
Yes, sir.
Zion, outside of the 142-yard run, they held you to about 22, 23 yards. What did they do that encumbered you from gaining more yards?
They had a really strong defense, and they had a lot of big guys out there, and they're just physical. They're very physical, so they're able to get through and just be there and be able beside me. So.
What's it like to be on this team, first state championship program history, and then?
It's mind-blowing. I love being under Coach P, greatest coach ever. I'm just going to put that out there right now. And playing with my amazing teammates, Matty Ice, and everybody. Everybody out there, they're all my family. I love it.
Coach, at halftime, we made the comment on the broadcast there might not be any scoring in the second half. Did you sense in the locker room with that goal line saying this could be one of those defensive struggles?
I knew from the point when it got to 14-13 and it was just two defenses beating up on the offenses that, it was probably might end that way.
What was different for your defense down the stretch to hold them from having that drive or that big play that ignited them?
Well, I mean, a couple of their big plays, I mean, they definitely earned them, but I also think we had a few breakdowns and that gave them some big plays. And, I think the kids just stayed within themselves at some point, and that made a difference. So,
Coach, your team kind of prides itself on a very hardworking, gritty culture. This seems like the perfect kind of game to test that.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, just what did you see in the second half in terms of stuff you've seen from them all year? Like, did you see kind of that same physicality?
Oh, this was by far probably the most physical game of the year that we've been involved in, and our kids had to step up to the challenge. And like I said, I mean, defensively it was just playing lights out. I mean, in critical situations. I mean, we bend a little bit, but in critical situations, just take over. So
I know that you've been kind of unafraid throughout the season to tell this team that they had the potential to go very far in the playoffs. What made you kind of feel okay saying that to this group, and then for the players, what did that mean to hear that from your coach?
Well, I think for me saying that, a big thing was these guys, and led by these two and some other guys, they kind of took ownership of the team, took leadership of the team. Because I've told them at some point from the start of the offseason that the best team, and maybe even the first day, but the best teams are player-driven and not coach-driven. And so it's just a matter of, having that culture where the players are going to determine what their destiny is going to be. So then they could probably expand on that.
Yeah, for you guys, just what was it like to hear Coach tell you guys that kind of over and over again, like, hey, I want you to lead this ship, and I think that this ship can go pretty far?
I mean, for me, it's great to hear how much he trusts us and lets us be us as a team, and it kind of makes us feel powerful. Like I feel like we really took hold of the team and we were able to get everybody on the same page by ourselves with his help. So it's easy to do when everybody's rallying. So
yeah, for sure. It's not like sometimes the coaches and stuff will yell at players, but when you really get stuff done, it's like when you go in that huddle and talk to them and really take leadership just with the boys. And I feel like offense, we did a great job. Defense did a great job. And we just had great leaders and a great teammates that just always had our back.
Is there any game this season that prepared you for today? Anything that you could draw from today? Was it either a physical team or a 1-point lead late in the game? Just something you go, I remember what we did back then.
Well, you know what? I mean, if you look back in retrospect, I think the last 2 weeks leading up to this game prepared us for this game. I mean, Lake Braddock, very good team. Westfield, very, very good team. And that prepares you. It gets you a little bit battle tested. And it wasn't like our schedule was, it wasn't a piece of cake. I mean, there was a couple teams that maybe didn't do what they probably should have on our schedule, but every team stepped up, and every team had a strength, whether it was their athletic ability, or whether it was their structure. So, I mean, we, you know, throughout the year, but especially the last 2 weeks leading up to this game, I think helped prepare us for this game.
For the players, I know, just kind of talking to you guys in some weeks past, you feel like this program's been underestimated a little bit in the past.
Oh,
What role does that play in an undefeated season to kind of keep you guys going?
every game, Coach B tells us that we're the underdogs, and we know it, and we just feel that we have our fans on our side, but we really feel like it's just us, and we take that to heart, and we come together as a family, and it just helps us be closer as a team. So,
And you know, reality is, I mean, last week when we played Westfield, you know, they were the higher seed. They had been to 4 state championships or won 4 state championships in the last 5. Nobody expected us to win that game. You know, we did. We expected to win that game. Even today, you know, this team has been here a bunch. You know, if you watch the teams warm up, you watch them come out and warm up and us, you'd be looking like, whoa, that's like a college team, that's a high school team. So, you know, I feel like today, even though technically we would be the higher seeded team, we were the underdog. And I think our kids understood that, and, you know, just to play with a chip on our shoulder.
So, when you watch Matt get all those shots and keep coming, what's that do for you guys as a defense to, I guess, come back and deliver those shots as well?
Yeah, every time I see Matt get hit like that, it just hurts me, and it makes me mad. It makes me want to go hit somebody harder. And when I'm not in there blocking for him, watching from the sideline or something, it makes me get on the defense, tell them we need to hit their quarterback just as hard as they're hitting Matt. So.
Well, you were kind enough to pick them up toward the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, sportsmanship is key. So.
What kind of boost, Matt, did the defensive line give you guys as an offense once you had a lead? Do you feel like when you got a lead in the game that you guys aren't going to get beat, basically?
For sure. I mean, we have the best defense in the state, best front seven. Like, defense wins championships, and I believed in them all year. I believed in them today. They came up with like great stops, so I always have faith in them and what they can do.
And Matt, did you have any concern? You completed 3 passes to Brock in the first quarter, and that really helped the drive move along. But I don't think he had any more catches the rest of it. Well, he had 2 there toward the end, but there was a spot in the middle, a couple of quarters where you didn't connect. Is there? How concerning was it?
I mean, there's parts where I messed up and where he got open, and then other times where he dropped it, but. We just go on the sideline, like that's behind us, and we just go out there every time, be like, next drive we got it, and we believe in each other. And so I wasn't concerned at all. I've never been concerned. Anytime I messed up, anytime teammates messed up, we just believe in each other, and we go out there and work hard like we always do.
For Zion and Matt, what's this mean to get Coach P this championship after 40 years?
I mean,
everything.
Everything. Like, this means the world. And to do it for Coach P, all the coaches, all my teammates, and Coach P's wife it's just like, it makes everything worth it. All the hard work we put in, it really comes out to that.
Yeah, for sure. Hardest working coach in the state.
Easily.
First one in the morning, first one to leave.
Our last one to leave.
I'm my fault. I got my words mixed up. No, first one to come in, last to leave. It's just so much hard work. He pushes us hard every day, and that's what makes us so good. It's just him and all the coaches.
And sometimes they resist. But
would you be happy if the next title didn't take quite as long?
Yeah, that'd be great.
What do you remember about this group, though? You've been at it. You've had a lot of good teams. What's made this group so unique and special?
I think the biggest thing is the ownership that they took. I mean, every team, you have your share of characters, and every team builds on one another. I mean, if you were at the Braddock game, and we had about 60 alumni on the sideline. We had about that many today as well. And it's kind of like these guys, the seniors kind of learned from some other guys before them, and then they elevated the game a little bit higher. So.
Anything else?
Anything you want to add?
Thanks, guys.